Hey everybody, welcome back. Let me tell you what we got over here going on today. This is a gaming desktop. I mean, nothing out of this world. But you're probably looking at this and saying, a gaming desktop with that little cheesy video card? No, this is the video card that was on there. Little Radeon, I don't know what. So what's going on with this? Customer brought it in, said it was restarting on him randomly. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, different blue screen reports, things like that. And he just couldn't figure it out. You know, went online, tried to figure some stuff out, couldn't figure it out. Looked us up and said, man, these guys are the best, let me take it to them. So that's why it's here. All right. So process for this to try to figure out one of these arbitrary blue screen restarts. You want to first try to determine if it's hardware or software. So that's what we did. We put our own operating system on it. So we got this external drive there, which is a Windows 10 UEFI. So connected it there, booted to that. See if it would give us the same problem. If it does, then it's a hardware problem, right? Because we got a fresh operating system that we're running. If it doesn't, then it's more than likely software, right? So we threw that in, gave us the same problem. Would restart, I don't know, 30 minutes. It's arbitrary, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. But regardless, we'd let it run some videos, and sooner or later you come back to it, and the unit restarted. So simple enough, hardware. So just go down the list of the hardware. Probably the first one, where did we start? I think we probably started with the video card. So if you got a video card problem, take it out, put another video card in there that's known working. So that's why that little video card is in there. This has an AMD, this has a Ryzen 5 3600. So that CPU doesn't have graphics, so you need a video card. If you have a CPU with graphics, then just remove the video card altogether, and that's one less variable you got to worry about. So put in the video card. Same thing, restarts. Actually, we started with the RAM. Yeah. But either way, you could start with one or the other. So you got 2 RAM. Luckily, we only have 2. So, the more RAM you have, the more time everything takes. So we did 1 RAM at a time with MemTest, which I've done some videos on there. So both those RAM went all the way through. Pass. Still restarts. Video card. Still restarts. Shoot, we're running out of stuff. I said, maybe the power supply. Maybe the power supply has a little glitch, losing power, causing it to restart. I mean, that's not common. It has happened. But I don't know, once every 2-3 years, something like that would happen. So we threw on another power supply, which is what it's running on now, to eliminate that. Still restarts. So we just went down here and just disconnected pretty much everything. The audio connection, which you would say, well, the audio connection is not going to do that. A USB cable, that's not going to do it. Well, you don't know. We've had a USB port maybe that's shorted, and could create, actually not a restart, but a computer not booting. If you got any of those cables, remember they run up here, they run up to the front, or this one to the side, could cause a problem like that. So everything disconnected and still restarts. So we're down to the bottom of the line over here. The only 2 things left, there's nothing else connected. The only 2 things you have is the motherboard and you have a CPU. So one of those 2 is bad. The only way I know how to test it is to swap the CPU onto a known good board, and vice versa. So that's what we did. So this one here has one of the CPUs that we have here in house, which is a 3200. Yeah, you got that right there, little Ryzen 3. Yeah, Ryzen 3 3200. That thing has come in handy. And actually that one has graphics, so we didn't really need the graphics card on this one. That's funny. Yeah, but either way. And we just ran it over here. So we got the 24-hour aquarium video, which is kind of like our default. Actually, the thing finished playing. So it's not 24-hour aquarium. Maybe it's the wrong 24-hour aquarium. I thought it would just play forever. Maybe not. No, this is not. This is the 10-hour aquarium. All right, so either way, there is a 24-hour aquarium that'll just keep running. Regardless, it ran for 10 hours, right? So this computer's been up for 22 hours. And it has not restarted, so that's good. Let's crank those. Can we just replay them? Yeah, I guess we could. So that's good. That tells us, hey, probably the CPU. And then what we did is we got that CPU and put it on our computer where that 3200 was, over here. This one did need the video card. We slapped it on there, and what happened? Clank. That's what happened. Yeah, it restarted, and actually it ran. The first restart probably took, I don't know, an hour or something like that. Then after that, it kept running. I thought maybe we got a, even more complicated problem, but left it running last night. But it did run for a good long time, a few hours. But came in this morning and out of repair. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up this diagnostic, and we're gonna call it a bad CPU. So again, we just recently, within the last 5 days or less than that, had another AMD, I think 9, something like that, that had a similar problem. And it's probably, go through the videos, you'll see that video, which what we're talking about here is, can you have a CPU that has a problem, but boot up, go to the BIOS, post, and this one in this case even start playing a video, and then 30 minutes later reboot or blue screen or do whatever, or freeze, or whatever the case may be. Apparently so. This is the first two that I've ran into, but they're two like back to back. So is there something going on with these AMDs? We'll find out in time. So just want to give everybody a heads up out there. If you're having one of these issues that you can't figure it out, that's the way you're going to do it. Unfortunately, you got to eliminate all the variables till you get to the bottom line of the CPU and the board, and then maybe test it on another device. Or you could take the easy route, just bring it to us, and we'll do all that hassle and trouble for you. That's a little fractal right there. And that's what's going on today at PC 911.